To KCCI 8 News Update.
Welcome back on this weather alert day. It is now 8:25 as the snow continues to fall over central Iowa. Accumulations are starting to add up. John, what can we expect over the next hour or two?
Yeah, well, we're still going to see the light to moderate snowfall stick around. Add to these totals that we've already seen so far this morning. I'll start things off by saying if you have any that you'd like to send in, weather at kcci.com, that's the email to send those to. Oskaloosa still around 5 inches at last check. Murray close around 4.5. Pella 4 inches. Down the list, closer to downtown, we just measured outside, close around 3 inches, just shy of that marker outside the station, close around 3 inches to 4 inches now in the Clarinda area. So the southwest where the snow is coming from, that's where we've seen the little bit more impressive totals. As far as what's going on right now, you're starting to see some breaks in those darker shades of blue and seeing a lot more shades of white. That's going to be more so just the light snowfall and some dry air even getting into the mix from the south, and that's going to take away some of that snowfall in the far southern part of the state. So closer to the border, catching a little bit more of a break from the snowfall. Let's go ahead and get a little closer, and you can see kind of what I'm talking about. Around Lamoni, catching some more of those shades of white, but some more shades of blue starting to build back in. So even though some drier air getting into this system, we are still looking at some light to pockets of moderate snowfall, but there's still that darker shade of blue that's right over the metro. At least it has been over the past half hour since last check, and this is what it still looks like outside right now. Visibilities are reduced, and you're still watching those very fine snowflakes wipe across the screen, so it's still falling. It's still going to be adding, and that's an all-day event. So even though we're still talking close around 3 inches outside Des Moines, well, we just need to wait until later on, and then we'll be talking about more accumulations through the morning and into the afternoon with cold air still 8 degrees. Feels like -7 outside, so this isn't enjoyable stuff for the kids to play out in unless they have a lot of layers on, because it is still dangerously cold with sub-zero wind chills over the entire state. Even down to Lamoni right now, we again had a little bit of a break, but now more of the lighter shade of blue, so more of that light snow picking up in Decatur County along I-35 south of Des Moines, Indianola to Montezuma. Still, we're looking at more of that more moderate, close around ½ an inch. As far as 3/4 of an inch per hour, that's going to be kind of dwindling, at least for the time being. We're still watching some pulses headed our way as far as those heavier snowfall rates. And farther north, still consistent with that light to moderate snowfall as well from Ames to Fort Dodge, even lighter the farther north you go. Visibility is impacted by the snowfall, seeing underneath a mile of visibility practically over the entire state. But as far as the snow, we're going to continue with those snow chances throughout the morning, extending into the afternoon. We're not going to see this really taper off until we get closer to the evening commute. Around 3 all the way to 6 o'clock, we'll see this taper off into the evening hours, but we're still staying cold. Only highs in the mid-teens, feeling right around 0 at the warmest. So we're not warming things up, and this is the spread that we're still going to be expecting to see, kind of pulling down that 5 to 7 swath a little bit farther south, but you're still looking from 3 to 7 inches over the majority of the state. It's just farther north along Highway 20, and north of that, you're looking from a trace to around 3 inches of snowfall. Now, the wind chills is another factor. This is what is going to impact us later on tonight. The snow wraps up 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock, feeling double digits below 0. Tomorrow morning, we're ranging from 20 to 30 degrees below 0 statewide. So a very cold start, dangerously cold, and still going to have some residual slick spots for our Thursday morning. So that's a dangerous setup if you are going to be out and about. If you're traveling, especially long distances, you need to make sure that winter survival kit is in the vehicle. Thursday, mostly sunny, not much of a rebound. We're still going to be cold mid-teens, and then another chance of snowfall Friday into Saturday, and then, yes, another chance Monday into Tuesday, Alyssa.
Thanks, John. Snow pretty much all over your roads here in central Iowa, the southernmost portion of our state battling 100% covered roads, and that includes Des Moines. So there are now more than 600 plows out across all of Iowa. A lot of them have been working on clearing the leftmost lane of your major highways. Now you can see that this plow over over in Urbandale is working on now getting that other lane clear because that road is completely covered right there. We do have a crash on I-80 near Ashworth. Unfortunately, we've lost our camera, so hopefully we can get that pulled up in the next couple minutes or so in our next cut-in. But elsewhere across the state, we are seeing, like I said, completely covered roads. If anything, you have maybe one lane cleared. Try to stay in that lane if you can. Highway 5 has been a big problem with reduced visibility and those covered roads as well. And Highway 2 near Bedford, even as you get closer to the southern border, you're going to still be dealing with the same thing. So the good thing is folks are taking it slower out there because of this. Ankeny to downtown is going to be a 13-minute drive right now. Indianola, where that road is completely covered, 18 minutes. Adel, 30 minutes. Newton to downtown, 35 minutes. Just really be safe out there. Take it slow today and be prepared in case you do unfortunately get stalled in these road conditions.
The accumulations keep adding up. KCCI's Marcus McIntosh has been out on the roads around central Iowa for 4 hours now, giving us updates. Marcus, what's the latest and what are you seeing?
Eric, we're now on Indianola Avenue in Des Moines, just passing Jackson Elementary School, which is beside me. I'm going to let you see what we're seeing on the roads right now. We've seen a number of plows come through as we've been driving on Indianola Avenue toward Des Moines, to get back into Des Moines rather, where the roads look pretty clear. They're pretty good. People are taking it slow and easy. On our way out of Indianola, we followed the plows, and that was good because that broke all the snow up in front of us, and it made for a relatively smooth but slow ride on Highway 5 to get back in this direction. What we've seen all morning, slick conditions. What we've seen all morning, windy conditions. What we've seen all morning, snowy conditions. So a mix of the snow and the wind created whiteout conditions at times, especially when vehicles passed us, semis on either the right or the left, blowing by us on the interstates and creating a swirl of snow that made it very difficult to see. Another thing that really surprised me this morning, the number of vehicles that would just blow by us on the interstate like we were standing still. We were going maybe 45 to 50 miles an hour, and vehicles were just blowing by us on these windy conditions. We saw on these windy and slick conditions. We've seen cars spin out. We hit a slick spot on Highway 5 heading toward Carlisle. So we want to caution everybody, despite the fact that the plows have been through, despite the fact that there's a lot more traffic, you still need to slow down and be very careful on the roads out there. Let's go back to you in the studio, Eric.
Great show and tell, an example of why we need to be so careful. Marcus, we appreciate all your work all morning, and we'll continue to have updates throughout the day, every half hour here on KCCI.